Hi, welcome back to channel TrainStation 2. Alright, giving you an update in this second competition progress, as well as to share with you fully upgraded one of my epic trains. So this second competition seems to be tough as well, but like we said, we have already prepared the EP head start, and we have lots of this event items, so that makes things much easier in a way. But let's quickly check it out. Where should we get some space? Sometimes, the problem with tiny warehouse is really the space, whereby we really need to send the trains out before the warehouse gets full again and we can't move a thing. So try our best right now to resource prioritize. Try to send out trains of the maximum capacity, because you have limited dispatches, so send them out using the maximum capacity train for the jobs that you can do. Try your best to do it simultaneously rather than just focus on one, unless it's just the last few hours and you want to complete a single job to claim that EP. Alright, and the rest of the day before the last few hours is what you should do. Alright, we'll manage to climb to the third space spot there. Alright, that's really a tough competitor in there with 270 over headquarter points. It just means that this person has always been winning. In addition to that, the person could have high capacity trains, because fully upgraded trains do give you headquarter points. So that means two things, right? So with headquarter points of really high, like 27 plus, it just means that the person is really good at the game, i.e. a very strong competitor, because always winning. Wherever you win first, definitely give you more headquarter points, or second and third as well, but slightly lower. Fully upgraded trains give you a boost to headquarter points. So when you meet with such competitors, I think the only way is to work hard and nothing else. I started probably, I would say, 14 to 15 hours late. Not the usual. Usual I'll start about 10 hours late. But given the fact that this is a 3 days event and I want to suppress the progression, I'll just have to do that by starting slightly later. Although initially I planned to start even later, like 35 hours, but I was afraid that that would defeat my progressions in a way. Initially I'm trying to hit like top 5%, because that gives me a good number of coins and keys as well. But let's see how things work out, because remember I spoke about pacing. Try to pace out to basically you need to phase out your progression. 30 over percent, second competition you keep within 60 over percent, and then probably by the third competition try to keep 99%. So that's how you should be doing the phasing out. But of course there are other issue here. Alright, so as I mentioned, upgrade epic trains is important. I'll try to dismantle other region trains or some duplicates here and there, so we can get sufficient epic parts, and then we can upgrade that train. So I will talk about pacing out your progress later on, but now let's quickly focus on another important chore, which is upgrade trains. So really hunting for epic parts through duplicates dismantling. Alright, so this is something you gotta do. There's no way out. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Alright, one more to go. We're able to hunt for the last piece. Little Joe, a couple of them, I think I have 4, I dismantled 3. Yes, so I managed to find my last piece. Alright, so with that I managed to increase a bit of my headquarter points. As I mentioned, tough competitor here. Really got to work doubly hard. Things are taking some time due to double and triple restriction drops. That's usual. You hit some of them, and most of the time because of that you defer your progress slightly. good and bad thing, because I talked about pacing out, because otherwise, not only you'll face this problem of leveling up too fast, you will always face with the problem of high requirements because of the second round of customer requests. Bear in mind, we only have 3 customers or contractors, you call it. You can see here, this is a /30, there's another one that's /20, and one more is /30. So imagine you have completed all the /30 and /20 job, because you want to preserve one of it, which is probably stand at 29/30 job. That you'll be stopping at probably to 98 to 99%. During that occurrence, what's going to happen is that you're trying your best to delay additional requirement once you complete 100%. So 99% strategy still works. It's proven. I've saw the forum, people talking about they have already completed 100% of the map. There's additional requirements. So 99% indeed still work. So that's it. Phasing out is really not only to stop your leveling up, but also the fact that when you try your best to phase out, you're still stuck within the first round of requirements, because of the first round requirements by the contractors are the lowest, and when you are still stuck in the first round of the contractors, at the tail end the EPs are the highest. So in other words, there's a good chance you will win competition because you do very little and your EP is really high, whereby people who have been progressing faster than you, they'll be entering the round 2, and when they start with round 2, for example 1/30, the EP will be small, the quantity required will be high. So in that competition itself, you will definitely win because, like I said again, low requirements for delivery, high EP returns. So it's really high in terms of return of investment in that context. Alright, so right at this juncture, okay, nothing to shout about. It's just a common train we'll dismantle later on. So that's part and parcel of the getting a train sometimes. Alright, so always keep your car parts factory busy as usual. That is a must. You can see me having lots of items or collected things to be collected in terms of the jobs, but I'm not collecting any because it's really important. I'm not going to progress further. Alright, so busy making stuff as usual, and get things delivered. Still got 2 tough ones here. We'll try our best to get it done and over with. This is definitely a tough one because of the rare train. Do remember, rare trains are important. Most of the time they will make it difficult for us because they know that rare train have low capacity and they have this double restriction or even sometimes triple restriction of rare train. That makes your life really tough. So it's important that you should upgrade your rare train as well. In terms of producing those car parts factory items, you could always check your warehouse what do you have and what you're lacking. Otherwise, you may be so-called overproducing a certain car parts, and that would just store up in your warehouse and waste your space. So that is something that you should balance it out in a way. Alright, so dropping back to 4th position right now. Half competitors as I mentioned, but I'm not too worried about that because I've got 120 EP to be collected and another one almost done. So it's always great to have high EP jobs and just feel really good. You can see here another sets of quite high EP. Apparently this time around the EPs are quite generous, but that said, doesn't really bother because it just means everybody is the same. So sometimes things are like that, whereby you have tiny EP, you complain, and then you realize you have high EPs and you complain as well. So that is the fact of life. Getting a developer to satisfy all customers are quite tough sometimes. Alright, so they're asking for items which I do not have. Again, I gotta find space to make sure I get things out, and then as you can see, what I did was I cancelled the order so I can shift the plastic chairs order out earlier. Okay, so almost there, but I think we'll need more, but let's see how we work that out. We have really limited space, we can't really store too much, and that huge order of pencils as usual. We'll need a lot of space to either to produce them as well as to store them as well. So that would mean I'm going to miss ship trade as well, because sometimes ship trade asks for things only when you have them as one. Even though you want to make them, you must have warehouse spaces. So in competition wise, sometimes I just gonna give the ship trade a miss. Everything is all stuck here because we are so packed in terms of items, and they're not asking for items that we have, but rather items that we don't. So that adds on the difficulty, whereby you have everything stuck in a factory, lack of space. So sometimes it's counterproductive, you'll be saying, but I would rather be in this manner because I'll be more prepared as compared to not being prepared at all. So imagine this, you're going to do 880 books, it takes 2 hours, so why not have it up front? Likewise, build materials, get it done and over with up front. It's really important. Alright, we managed to climb back to third spot and we create a gap. Yep, KY, a familiar face, the one that we won the last round. Really good player here, but can't compete to the rest of the first and second player that we have seen just now. Really fast and efficient player. I must say, probably really high capacity, so that's also something you gotta watch out for. Train Lerber and we're back to, so these two are really high in terms of progress. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll update you again in the next video. Goodbye.